A major security loophole at the border tonight at 11.
Open up the IVs. I knew we shouldn't have tried this procedure again so soon. It's too dangerous.
Luke wouldn't take no for an answer.
You got a very stubborn brother.
Well, he's been determined to help Lulu.
Come on, Luke. Damn it. Stay with us.
Come on, Luke. Luke.
Hey. How you feeling?
Better. The medicine they gave me must be working. How's Lulu?
I think we should continue to prioritize on the basis of who is sickest.
I agree with Robert. I think that known criminals such as Sonny should go to the bottom of the list.
That's a fairly sweeping judgment. That man has a right to live.
That man has no value for human life. He preys on law-abiding citizens.
Oh, you're wrong.
Emily? She's not here. Well, she'll be back here to stay with you. Why? There's nothing going on between Emily and I. Since when? I ended it. Oh, you ended it, did you, Sonny? Really over?
Sonny's a huge benefactor of this hospital. He donated the entire Stone Kate's AIDS wing.
Are you suggesting that he get preferential treatment?
No, I'm just saying that he should be evaluated on the same basis as everyone else.
Emily, I know that your heart's in the right place, but you can't be objective about Sonny.
You're the one who's biased, Dad.
You have been living in Sonny's house for the last few months.
His guest house, and I was there to help out with his children.
He doesn't deserve it. He's a gangster. He breaks the law every day of his life.
This is about medicine. Dad, everyone has the right to proper care.
And since there isn't enough of the proper care to go around, we got to make a few choices.
All I'm saying is that Sonny get the same chance as everyone else. You say that he's a criminal, and yet he's never been convicted. He has family and friends who love him, just like the rest of us. Michael and Morgan adore their father. Dad, he's providing them with a stable and loving home, and they're growing up to be wonderful children. You're Michael's grandfather. You know what I'm saying is true.
The truth is that there are other patients who have a greater need for treatment.
You found Sonny guilty without a trial, and now you're handing him a death sentence.
You listen to me. We have a responsibility to figure out how this antidote is going to be distributed. We've got to get that done tonight. Now, you are not a physician, so I'm asking you to leave.
Stay away from me. Please stay away from me. Get back. Help me. Arrest him. Lock him up. He was coming after me.
No, he wasn't.
Prepare IVs of blood and plasma.
Got it.
Luke, your timing sucks. From what I hear, you spent a lifetime looking out for number one. Finally go and do something heroic, and you pick now to kick the bucket? Get 3 units of fresh frozen up here. Give them 200 cc's of Albion while we're waiting. Come on, sport, you got a lot of glory coming. Don't tell me you're gonna miss out on that. Photo op, champagne, women throwing themselves at you.
His vitals are stabilizing.
Looks like he finally found something to live for.
Lulu looks like she's getting worse. Shouldn't that medicine be working by now?
You're the only one who's gotten it so far.
Why?
There was only one dose. You were in the most serious condition.
Well, I don't understand. How could there only be one dose?
The medicine that fights the virus is made from antibodies in Luke's blood.
Lulu's his daughter. Shouldn't she have been given the medicine?
They're deciding on a strictly need basis. They're not looking at names. They're only looking at symptoms and vitals in the patient's charts.
I guess that makes sense. It just doesn't seem fair.
You know, I'm just glad you're feeling better. You had me worried.
I did, huh?
Yeah, pretty much terrified. You were unconscious, burning up with fever, needing to be rushed to the hospital. That was the very night I realized how important you are to me. Please don't do that again.
Believe me, I'm not planning to.
Can you give me a hand with something?
Sure.
There's a discrepancy in Lulu's chart. You switched it with Skies, didn't you?
Everyone told me it was wrong to be with Emily. That I'd hurt her, even though I didn't mean to. I thought about it. I agreed, so I let her go. Emily and I, we live, you know, separate lives, different lives. She's going to medical school, and she needs to keep her options open.
Sonny, she was already living at your house, you know, fitting into your life, helping with your kids while Carly was gone. I mean, she's just convenient for you.
Wasn't about convenience.
No. Yeah. Sonny, you alone are the center of your own universe. You didn't have to give up anything for her, but she had to give up a hell of a lot for you.
I know that, and she shouldn't have to. I respect Emily. She shouldn't have to compromise.
Sonny, if she senses even for a second that you're trying to push her away for her own good, she's not going to quit on you. She's going to fight for you. She's going to do everything she can to be with you.
Looks like you're both doing better. How are you feeling? Emily was right. Sonny deserves to be treated like everyone else.
From what I understand, she's having an affair with a man, which would tend to make her a tad biased.
She was still being objective.
No, I am objective. Now, I have nothing invested in this Corinthus individual. I don't care about him one way or another. But he's a career hood, so he goes to the bottom of the barrel in terms of treatment.
So you're saying Sonny's life isn't worth saving?
No, just after everyone else's.
Oh, and you're qualified to make this decision because you've led such a perfect life yourself? You know, you had a family, a daughter, and you were gone for years letting me believe that you were dead.
Not my choice.
So you said. But life went on. I fell in love with Stone. I watched him die of AIDS, found out that I was infected with HIV myself. And the person who was with me through it all was Sonny. He cared for me and loved me like the father that I didn't have. Sonny will mean more to me than you ever will.
How's Maya?
He's fine. Sonny, he's back in the coffee shop with everyone else who's symptom-free.
He was running around the hospital after we told him that. So it's just a matter of time, right?
No, we don't know. Some of the people who were directly exposed aren't getting sick.
What kind of odds are we talking about here?
The doctors have no idea. It's an unknown virus at this point. We're just trying to keep it contained.
You should go to the coffee shop yourself.
The hospital's understaffed. Sonny, they need all the help they can get.
There's no way I can talk you out of it.
Not a chance.
Morgan. So you know what's going on?
I spoke with Letitia. Morgan's healthy. Sonny, no fever, no symptoms. Letitia told him that you've gone away for a while, but that you're going to be back
If
soon.
he watches TV, he could probably...
She's kept him away from the news, Sonny. He doesn't know anything about the virus or the quarantine.
Good, because I don't want him to worry.
Actually, he's excited. Letitia told him that you're going to bring him a big stuffed animal when you come home.
What's wrong? What's on your mind?
Nothing. Nothing, Sonny. I'm just tired.
There's a lot of sick people who you care about. You're trying to help, you know. And do you take that on yourself? You're trying to save the world. Let me tell you something. You've already done the best that you can.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the tide turns and that you all start getting well soon.
Oh, we will. We will. You just take care of yourself, okay? You get some rest and get something to eat.
Sonny, you don't need to fuss over me.
If you won't do it yourself, I gotta do it.
They're working on a serum to treat the virus, so I'm going to go check on their progress and see when you and Nicholas can expect to get some. Mom.
Yeah.
I've never asked you for anything, but I need your help now. Get Sonny back on that list for the antibody serum.
Jesse, all he did was try to pick a picture up off the floor.
He is stalking me.
Did he threaten you?
He didn't have a chance to. You came in as soon as I called for help.
He's supposed to be working at the hospital. He's under the orders of the judge. He's helping deliver meals or bring water to the patients. He's following the terms of his parole.
Why can't you see that it's just an act?
Well, you said Manny came after you. What did he do?
He didn't do anything, Sam.
What are you doing here?
I heard Sam call for help, so I came in to see what she needed.
What are you doing right outside my door?
I've been keeping close watch in this room because Miss Davis saved my life and I just wanted to repay her.
Did you pour chili juice out of my blood?
No, we had to stop the procedure. You went into shock.
Did you get enough to save Lulu?
I'm sorry, Luke, we didn't.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Luke, you almost died.
Well, I didn't. So let's go again, right now.
It's too soon. We can't.
Barbara, please. Please, you have to help.
Luke, if you do this again, you will die for sure. And then what good are you going to be to Lulu then? Now, no, you have already done all you can do. What you have to do right now is wait.
Where are you, Dad? Why did you go away again? You said you wanted to try, but now you're gone. And I'm so tired. Why don't you love me?
Luke does love you, Lulu.
I need my dad. Why isn't he here?
You were the only one that had the opportunity to switch Lulu's and Sky's charts. Now, I understand you're involved with Sky, but you just saved her at Lulu's expense.
What if that were lucky in there? Are you sure you wouldn't do the same thing?
Yes.
Now, be honest with yourself, Elizabeth. If you were watching Lucky die and you had a chance to save his life, you wouldn't think twice?
Lucky wouldn't want me to give him the medicine if Lulu needed it more. And you know what? Sky wouldn't have wanted you to do it either. How could you do this? Switching the charts was so wrong.
I'm here to see my little girl. How's she doing?
She should be awake. Why don't you go in? She'll be happy to see you.
Yeah, good. Why didn't you tell them?
What good would it do? Lulu still wouldn't have the medicine, and Sky would feel guilty for what you did on her behalf. You're the one who's gonna have to live with what you did. Hopefully it's punishment enough.
Leslie Lou.
You're here.
Yes, baby. I'm here.
I'm glad we got a chance to get to know each other, Dad.
It's not your job to be Alexis's personal watchdog.
We're in a crisis. The doctors and nurses were busy with other patients. I was just trying to help Miss Davis after all she'd done for me, man.
Stick to the terms of your community service, you'll be in violation of your parole.
But if no one else is here when Miss Davis...
Annie, just do what the detective tells you to do.
Sorry. Sam, I didn't mean you any harm.
Thank you, Manny.
You're welcome.
How about some water?
Thank you.
How are you both feeling?
Maxie, can you please check and tell me how Rick is doing? He was brought in when they brought me in and my girls. I need to know how they are. They're in the isolation pediatrics ward.
Yeah, I'll see what I can find out for you.
And my brother Danny, can you check on him, please?
He's actually in the room down the hall.
How sick is he?
He's not too bad. The doctors say he's not delirious or anything. He just has a fever.
I want to talk to his doctor.
Okay, I'll get him for you.
Sam, I know you hate Manny. And you have good reason. But the staff is stretched to the limit. And we need to accept help from anyone that we can get it from.
How would you feel if Manny were in the pediatrics ward watching your babies?
Only a certain amount of Luke's blood can be taken.
No, I know all of this, Dad, and I want Sonny back on that list.
It is the council's decision, Emily, not ours.
Your mother's right. We can't
No,
influence
you
them.
mean you won't?
It's not our
If
place.
Jason was lying sick in that hospital room, Dad, you'd move heaven and earth to get him back on that list. But with Sonny, you're doing the opposite. You don't want him to get the serum.
What I want doesn't matter.
Yeah, and you're going to use all of your influence to deny Sonny treatment because you're convinced that he's responsible for everything that's gone wrong with his family.
Okay, Emily. This is a very emotional situation we've got here. Now, why don't we just agree to drop it?
No, it won't change anything. The truth is that you're willing to let Sonny die.
The truth is, AJ's dead because of Sonny. He took Jason and then Michael, and now it looks like he's going to take you as well. I want it to stop.
You want Sonny dead.
You'd be better off. We all would.
Oh, yeah, I know how you pulled Emily in. You played the concerned friend. Showed her you were sensitive to her feelings, act like the man she'd lean on.
It wasn't an act.
Oh, yeah. Mob boss with heart of gold, I forgot. Oh, you've been playing that for so long. With so many women, you don't even know the difference anymore.
I tried to help Emily. She was attacked and raped. She wanted support from her husband, but you couldn't be bothered because you were too busy with Courtney.
You're right. You're right. I treated Emily badly. I did. There's not a day that goes by, Sonny, that I don't think about what I did or how I hurt her.
General Hospital will continue in a moment here on ABC.
Day at 4.
Everyone always told me how cool my dad was. I didn't believe them.
Lulu, I made a terrible mistake. Terrible. The worst mistake of my life. See, I wasn't cut out to be a father, and I convinced myself that the best thing for you was if I kept my distance. But the truth is, I just was too selfish. I didn't take time out of my own miserable life to be your dad. And you're a wonderful girl, and you deserve so much more.
I do have the coolest dad. And I'm so glad that I got to spend time with you.
Yeah.
It's been great.
It's better than great. It's so much better than great.
I just want you to know that I love you.
Well, sure. Well, there'll be plenty of time for that mushy stuff when you're feeling better.
And if I don't,
Leslie Lou, you are a Spencer. Spencers never give up. You're gonna fight this, and you're going to win.
for coming after me when I went to visit Mom, you helped me to understand.
Lulu, you've got to hang on.
Take care of Lucky, because he's gonna need you.
No, damn it, I'm not going to lose you, Lulu. I'm not going to lose either one of my kids. Lulu.
I don't buy this guardian angel crap for a minute. You weren't hanging around that room out of loyalty to Alexis.
Miss Davis believed in me. She fought for me in court.
And you got away with a slap on the wrist. No one buys this change. You're a killer. You always were. Sam's right about you. You're stalking her. You think you can take advantage of this epidemic to get to her.
You got it all wrong.
No. I know people like you. You think you can do whatever you want and get away with it.
Jesse? What did you do to him?
She's pretty much unchanged across the board except her fever's beginning to spike.
How's Rick?
He's getting treatment.
Tony, that doesn't answer my question.
Rick has stabilized for now. And he's just as worried about you. Your fevers are climbing, so I want you to increase the antibiotic in their IV by 2 grams, all right?
She's not in there.
Then where is she, Jason?
She's at the funeral home.
That is the cruelest. It is the cruelest thing a person could say to a mother. Do you know that?
Sorry, but it's true.
No. No, you're lying. You're lying to me. No! Liar! You're a liar!
Sam came here to visit Christina. I don't remember what day it was because the days are all running together, but she was here and she offered to help Christina in any way that she could.
Sam, she wants to help, Alexis. If it were her own life, she'd take the risk at 10%, but she's not going to do it for her child.
Christina needs those stem cells to live, and she needs them right now. Did you explain that to Sam?
Yes, I did.
In those exact
I don't know
words.
exactly what I
Thanks,
said.
Sam, because your
I
mother's
don't know.
life depends on it.
You're a doctor. Dad, how can you use the epidemic to get revenge on Sonny?
I'm not the one who gave Sonny such a low priority, but I agree with what's been done.
You're making it personal.
So are you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be standing here pleading Sonny's
Yeah,
case.
well, someone has to. Come on, Mom, you know he's being
The
unfair.
decision is out of Alan's hands. He lost his position on the doctor's council, Emily. And I know that you are worried about Sonny, but realistically, Alan cannot do anything to save him.
Okay, well, what about you? Mom, you're still on the doctor's council. You know that it would be a death sentence to take Sonny off that list.
Look, I don't hate Sonny the way I used to. But frankly, I'm glad I'm not making that choice.
Emily, please let it go. There are so many people in this hospital who are suffering and need our help. Let's go, Monica.
They're just gonna let my brother die?
My marriage to Emily is over. I thought it could work out with Courtney now. We've lost her too. I'm on a boat there, Liz. Isn't that what you wanted?
I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so? You should be happy about that, why aren't you?
Maybe I see in you what I hate in myself.
Luke, I'm so sorry that I got the medicines instead of Lulu.
Guy, please, stop. I'm just glad you're gonna be okay.
It doesn't seem right. Here I am getting better every minute. Lulu's just laying there
Yeah,
getting
well, I'm gonna do something about that. Who is in charge of deciding what patients get the treatment?
It's a group, a council of doctors.
Playing God with the serum they made from my blood.
They're deciding on the basis of need, but I'm sure Lulu will be next on the list.
You can count on it.
What are you gonna do?
Would you keep an eye on her for me? Hey, are you okay for a second? Will you get her back to bed, please? Just step outside for a minute.
I didn't do anything. He collapsed. I grabbed him to keep him from falling down.
We need help!
How's he doing?
I think maybe he has the virus.
Okay, all right, he's spiking fever. He's showing all the symptoms. We need a gurney here.
I got one.
Where the nurse?
They're busy. I'm subbing. You need all the help you can get, man.
I have to agree with you.
You'll be okay, Detective.
Well, I'm sure you're surprised to hear from me. I haven't exactly been devout as of late. But I had a choice, and I chose to save Sky. Because I wasn't just gonna stand there and let her slip away. But now an innocent girl is getting sicker. She's close to death. So I am asking you, pleading with you, please, God, save her. No matter what I said to Luke, do not put him through the hell of watching his daughter die.
Sonny, please.
Sam made the best decision she could for her child's life. I can't fight her on that. I can't. We will find a way to save Christina. I promise you.
Don't lie to yourself. If she doesn't get those stem cells, she's gonna die. Christina. Someone's gotta help her. Somebody. Sam, can you hear me? Sam, wake up. You gotta help me. You gotta give Christina your baby stem cells. You have to help me. You're the only one that can save her. You've got to give me your baby stem cells, please.
You were married to a beautiful, gentle, supportive woman. She loved you, but you found yourself being pulled away.
Emily and I had our problems, yeah.
She wouldn't have left you, but you were drawn to someone else. You fought it, you gave in. You did the selfish thing.
I thought it could work, Sonny. I thought it would be the best for all of us.
You betray a woman who wouldn't have done the same to you. And in turn, you lose yourself, your honor, and your self-respect.
You're right again. I hate myself for what I did to Emily. You're right.
Could have been worse. At least you didn't kill her.
I have all the latest patient charts here. We can decide who gets the next round of treatments.
How soon can we harvest more antibodies from Luke Spencer's blood?
Tomorrow morning, that's if his vitals remain stable.
So basically, we're just here to decide who lives and dies.
So basically, you've already decided that my brother's not worth saving? Look, I know that how you all feel about my brother Sonny. I felt the very same way when I first came to town. I hated him, and with good reason. But all I'm asking is for you to look past what you already know about the man and try to see him as a human being.
The human being who spends his life breaking the law.
Alan, I understand the way you feel about Sonny because of your son, AJ. But he is a man who loves his children and who values his family, and he has just as much right to live as you or I.
Well, that's what this council is here to decide.
Look, all I'm asking is for you to be fair. You are not my brother's judge and jury, okay? You cannot presume a person's worth. Look, I don't envy you. All of you having to make this decision as to who gets the serum, knowing that who doesn't get it may very well die, but you have to base your decision solely on a patient's need.
So what if the needs are the same? We have all the charts right here in front of us. Your wife, Alexis, your brother, Sonny, they are in virtually identical medical conditions here. So who gets the meds? You tell me, okay? You choose.
You look me in the eye and you tell me I'm innocent.
He's about to die for a crime he didn't commit.
We can fight, Todd.
The man who framed him
Why couldn't you just follow along with the plan?
got away with murder and stole the woman he loves.
You do whatever it takes to keep him away from her.
Now the end is near.
Don't do it, man!
And he's only got one shot to get his life back.
Mayday! Mayday! We're going down!
One life to live.
It's impossible for me to choose between my wife and my brother.
That's what this council is here to do. So nobody gets preferential treatment.
And you're telling me the choice of patients who get the serum can be done impartially?
We'll do our best.
I'll hold you to that.
We all have family and friends that are ill.
Rick, the best way to take care of Alexis and Sonny is to take care of yourself.
All right, good luck to you all.
I agree with Emily. We can't rule by committee. There's too many variables, with each of us trying to decide who deserves to get the serum and who doesn't.
What's the alternative? Well, one person makes that decision. We pick the most impartial person here.
I nominate Patrick.
Alexis, no, my baby is gone. Please.
You gotta help her. You're the only one that can help her, and if you don't, she'll die.
Alexis.
Please. Please. You won't be able to live with yourself, Sam. You won't, because you'll know that you could have done something and you didn't do it, and then she'll die.
You don't know what you're
She'll die.
You don't know what you're saying.
I know that I'm asking you to help me. I know that I'm asking you to help me. I'm begging you, please. I'll do anything that you ask. Anything at all. Please, Sam, stop. Please. Don't say no. She'll die if you say no.
I don't have a baby. I don't have a baby.
Might as well take a bullet to her.
Leave my sister alone.
Stop it.
Danny, no.
If you knew that you were a danger to Emily, why'd you pursue a relationship with her?
That's why I pushed her away.
But you know she'll come back. You want her to fight to be with you, Sonny, I know.
Emily's out of my life. I'm not going to risk hurting her.
Or worse, right?
Years ago, I watched a woman I loved die in my place. I'm not going to let that happen again.
I don't want to seem ungrateful, but why me?
Ultimately, it was the doctor's decision.
Lulu's getting sicker. Others on this floor in terrible shape. Why was I given the medicine and they weren't?
You cannot blame yourself, Sky. You were chosen. All you can do is be thankful and make the most of the life you've been given. What's wrong?
She's convulsing.
All in favour of Dr. Drake making the final decision regarding disbursement of medicine, raise your hands. I'd say it's unanimous.
Congratulations, Junior Drake. You've been elected God. Here's your first commandment. My daughter gets the serum or somebody in this room dies.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next General Hospital.
I'm the next General Hospital.
You say you marry me, but I love you.
Improve it by living.
Where's my medicine? We need you to be close to death.
Stop!
hurt
Go,
my sister.
Dane, why are you trying to kill me?
Put the gun down.
Give my little girl the medicine and I'll